You're watching The Big Story with me, Haryanto Diman. Subscribe to the Straits Times channel so you will not miss an episode. Prime Minister Loong called on Singaporeans to remain united and to ensure the nation's competitiveness on the global stage. He also said that faced with a grave global situation, Singapore must not be divided by issues where differing views arise.
In Singapore, when faced with a divisive issue, our approach has always been to find a middle way, bridge the differences, strike compromises and heal divisions. Not grand posturing, not playing cultural or identity politics, not dividing and polarizing people. Our instinct always is to keep Singaporeans together. We have to keep on thinking and acting like this. Please do not take our harmony for granted. It's a very precious thing and very fragile. We must continuously work on it and build up our social cohesion and national strength. In this new troubled world, it is all the more important for us to close ranks. Divided, we stand no chance. We must do our best to see eye to eye on the fundamentals and try to appreciate each other's perspectives, even if we cannot always agree. We must not shy away from hard choices, but deal squarely with difficult issues based on facts and sound analysis. We are heading into a troubled world. This is probably the 10th time I've told you this, if there's no other message you are taking away from this speech. There's much work to be done, and to be done quickly. This is a way for Singapore to be taken seriously and to count for more than our size. We may be a small island state, but we are not a small people, and neither are our hearts nor our aspirations. Let us think boldly, aim high, and seek far.
Speaking in Parliament on the third day of the debate on the President's address, PM Lee says that Singapore's strong reputation on the international stage is due to the world knowing that the country's leaders have the backing of the people. He urges the Singaporeans to give their full support to the 4G leaders.
Last year, the 4G ministers chose DPM Wong to be their leader. I ask you to give Lawrence and the 4G ministers your fullest support. I ask you to give them your fullest support for now as members of my team, but in due course when they take over the reins as the next leadership for Singapore. Help me make this leadership succession, this leadership renewal, a success for Singapore and for you. Show your support for a government that works hard and works well for you. Elect leaders whom you can trust to take us forward. Give yourselves the best chance to keep our system working well for Singaporeans.
In other news, the COE premiums for smaller cars crossed the $100,000 mark for the first time, reaching a record high of $103,721. Now, new records were also set in the larger car and open categories at the close of today's tender exercise. For larger cars and more powerful EVs in Cat B, the COE premium ending at close to $120,900, a 2.02% increase over the previous high set 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, the price for the open category or Cat E closing at about $124,500, an increase of 4.63% compared with 2 weeks ago. This is the highest price ever posted for any COE category. Real estate firm ORANGETEE has been fined $37,000 for a major data breach. The Personal Data Protection Commission found that the breach compromised the information of more than 250,000 customers, employees and agents. Hacking group Eldordos had extracted information and details like names, bank account, NRIC and passport numbers, as well as property transaction and commission amounts from ORANGETEE and Thai's outdated database servers in August 2021. Sources are saying Disney is planning another big round of job cuts next week. People familiar with the matter have said that Walt Disney Co. could eliminate thousands of positions, including about 15% of the staff in its entertainment division. The cuts will span television, film, theme parks and corporate positions and affect every region where Disney operates. Affected workers will be notified as early as next Monday. Disney has not responded to requests for comment. Back home, Singapore's Animal Concerns Research and Education Society is appealing for information after a video shared on social media showing a group of men allegedly beating a reticulated python at Boon Lay Place Market and Food Village. The python, which appeared to be over 2 meters long, is then taken next to a food stall, while another man uses a cleaver and repeatedly hacks it to death. Bystanders could be heard cheering and laughing throughout the video. Those found to have committed an act of animal cruelty can be fined up to $15,000, jailed up to 18 months, or both if they are first-time offenders. Those are our top stories today. Visit straitstimes.com for more news and our YouTube channel for more videos. Subscribe by clicking the red button below. I'm Hsien. See you tomorrow for more stories on The Big Story.